Welcome to the Mindstorm Productions podcast with your hosts, Mindstorm and Auntie Ange.
Hello everybody, Mindstorm here.
And Auntie Ange.
Apparently
somebody's messed up again.
Sorry about the intro
So we've been
I started
going
it halfway.
for 23 weeks, and 23 weeks every time something's always gone wrong.
Every time something goes wrong.
And it's your fault. We have little Star here and little Blue there. Can you see him behind me? Hiding, go away. I'm sorry, Blue. Was you leaning on Star? Was you leaning on me? Hello, Margaret. I have your lipstick that you brought me for my birthday on. So I thought I'd tell you, and then I'm going to text you to tell you that I have mentioned you on my... Oh, funny enough, your text has just come through. But I'm going to tell you that I mentioned you on my podcast, and that means your daughter will play it. That means then, Louise, you will have to subscribe. Yes, I know. Subscribe and, yep, and all that stuff. I know, I'm crafty. It worked last week when I told a couple of my mates that they haven't been watching, and they suddenly got on there and subscribed. See? I'm a little tearaway on that. I haven't even started yet this morning.
You can always send us messages, like in the comments on Facebook or on Twitch or YouTube, and it should come up on the video to the side of us here.
And
if your message doesn't come through,
it's most probably glitch hitch again.
Glitch, yeah. Well, this time I've opened all the streamings just so I can keep an eye on all the comments.
Yeah, but you were streaming last night, and I read somebody what they said they were watching you on their on phone, and then they were playing. What game were they playing?
Yeah, they're playing Minecraft because I was playing Minecraft yesterday, and
So
they said that they were watching.
Did you?
I didn't know because the multi chat doesn't seem to be receiving.
And Emily's told us that she sends messages and we haven't received.
Yeah. So this time I've opened all the websites where I'm being streamed on now, just to kind of make sure, we can.
Oops.
Yeah. So
anyway, what's
this
everybody
time,
done today?
This time, hopefully, hang on. This time, if you can do a comment, we should be able to see it.
If not, it's his fault again. Let's blame the man in the house. Anyway, we went and got rid of... How many bags did we have in boxes?
I think it was like...
3 charity bags.
Yeah,
or was it
3...
4 charity bags of...
About 3 large bags, 1 medium-sized bag, and about 3 to 4 boxes.
Of Coca-Cola boxes, of cans, empty cans. And we went to the air ambulance, because I'm a great supporter of the air ambulance. And we went there... this afternoon, wasn't it? And we're putting them in, and you've got a little lever that you can crush them with.
Yeah.
And as we were putting the cans in, we could hear it getting lighter and lighter. The drop,
the sound
was getting higher and higher. And then as we joked and said, "I bet we top all this up with our bags," and we did. And you could look through the little hole they got, and you can see the cans glittering back at you, the silver bit at us. So, there you go, air ambulance. I've been saving my little cans all for you all.
And we came home to find 2 more boxes full of cans. And we're like,
one by the front door and one in the kitchen.
There's so many.
So you and your little bro can do that tomorrow or in the week, again from my front door. And then I've got egg boxes that I've got to take to this place in Ryle where they do the eggs. So they can reuse them. I've got my milk bottle lids that I've got to take to somebody's house because they collect them for the air ambulance. So, yeah, they're my little bits of charity things I do for the back.
One of the things you wanted to talk about was...
Dentists.
Dentists.
How many of you... Dentists never used to bother me. Many, many years ago, I went to the dentist. I was about 17 years old because it was free because you were a student. So I went to the dentist. And he said I had an abscess. I never felt an abscess, but you believe what they say because they're qualified. To find out he cut away a nerve in my face here, which I didn't realise. I knew I had loads of blood pouring out of my mouth that day until I went further down the line, a different dentist, and they told me my nerve's gone. So that explains why. Anyway, let's get to the facts. I know a lot of people don't like the dentist. Dentists never used to bother me, but now I'm getting fed up with the dentist. And my biggest mistake, I think, is ever going to the dentist. Because you go to the dentist and the understanding they're going to look after your teeth. And I think it's a big mistake because I know somebody who's never gone to the dentist and they've had nothing wrong with their teeth at all. I took my children religiously to the dentist to look after them because I'm a bit of a freak when it comes to nice teeth. And we've always had problems with ours, haven't we?
And since I've stopped going to the dentist, my teeth have felt much better.
And of course, I got a hole in the side of my tooth, which I got to a stage where I thought, oh, I can cope with this as long as I floss and I can do this. But then, every time I drank, it's pain. So I had to break my neck to get in the dentist on Tuesday. And it wasn't the one that I normally see, because I think he's a bit of a butcher. And I also think when they start drilling holes in your teeth and there's no need to, your teeth are bones, aren't they? Really?
They're hollowed out and they become weak.
Yeah, and they just become damaged. So there I was at the dentist, messing with my mouth, and I'm going, just fill the hole and send me, oh no, we need to drill a bit. Not the drilling that you need the water, but a bit. And I'm like this in the chair. And she, shall I give you the injections? I went, no, never mind. I got tears streaming down my eyes. I was just saying, no, just get it over and done with. Just get it done, pack me up, and kick me out. Wow. Tuesday, I felt so sorry for myself. I kept bursting into tears because of it. And I sent you to the shop. I thought, I can't face anything. I just went down the sofa, little something warm on the side of my face. And it lasted like that, the uncomfort pain for about 3 days. So I went to, Una, who I had on a few weeks back. To her, I said, look, I'm taking lots of painkillers. Have you got any remedies? And she turned up Thursday with some remedies for me. And that's helped me mouth out a hell of a lot. But I've got a bit of irritation going on here. But it's calmed down again after taking her remedies. So hopefully...
Gotta get the dentist to really sort that out and see if you can just give...
No, not if I can help it. If I can have the remedies and the remedies eventually heal my nerve ended.
Can you get it covered up or something?
Well, I don't know if he's capped my nerve because I felt it ages ago. Well, a few years back, this one here went to the dentist and he was in agony and I ended up going mental at the dentist because they were going quite rude and I can't tolerate rudeness. And I had the manager on the phone and give him a rollicking, only to find out they didn't cap because apparently they put a gel thing on your mouth before they put the filling in. And he was in pure agony.
I don't know what they did, but when I went to the second dentist, he said they've drilled it wrong and he had to fix it up. And because he's had to drill it some more,
which doesn't help it. Yeah, it doesn't help. So
the walls of my teeth.
My advice to anybody: don't go to the dentist. If you don't need to go, don't go. And because you think about it, it's the NHS that pays for it. If you're in education,
the walls of my teeth are weak now, and they've actually crumbled away. So all you get is just the filling exposed now.
Yeah, and you know what? And it's so annoying because even if you're on the NHS, they bill the NHS and they're making money out the NHS when there's no need to. And that is so wrong. Yet again, so wrong. So the government needs to look into it. They do. Well, they do because they're the ones who
I'm just on about the little tune you do. You go, the government needs to look into it.
So anyway, that's that one. And I was streaming on Thursday at last. And if anybody watches our podcast,
it was Among Us.
We were bickering.
I was trying to help her get some winning strategies, and then she bullies me for trying to help her.
I did not bully.
Bullied me for trying to help.
I did not. He's lying. You listen. You watch.
I felt so unappreciated.
You watch my streaming, and
so
you'll find out.
unappreciated.
Hey, I left on a good note though.
Yeah, because I helped you win. I helped you win. If I wasn't there giving you the advice, you would have lost.
And if you watch it, you hear us bickering, and then you can subscribe to me. I don't mind that. It is free. You know that lovely magic word that goes with 3? It is
Subscribe
free.
on YouTube at Mindstorm Productions.
Oh no, Nick is to him. Nick is to him. Me.
Subscribe on YouTube to Mindstorm Productions.
The star of the show.
And
that one that everybody should really love.
And I suppose you could subscribe to Auntie Ange Gaming, you know, just maybe. But also subscribe to Mindstorm Gaming, you know.
No, me.
Just a heads up that there's a bloody a Mindstorm Gaming that isn't me on there. Ignore them. Come to me only. And I suppose you could go to Auntie Ange gaming.
So we do Norsemen. Now I talked about me gaming, which I did. I didn't do too bad actually. I saw a clip of you showed me earlier, didn't you? Somebody playing
Oh yeah,
Among Us,
saw
and
this
they're ever
video.
so good.
Yeah, I saw a video. They vented and somebody walked in on them, and like it was like panic. So they had to jump out the vent, tried to chase after the person. They hit the kill button, and it turned out Lime was there as well. So Purple vented, came back out. Black caught them. So Purple went after Black, tried to kill Black, but ended up Lime got killed instead, because they didn't know Lime was there. So they had to run, lock the doors in storage, run all the way around the map. 2 other people were going to walk into electrical where they killed Lime, that they were running away from, so that would have been suspicious. I don't know if any of this is making sense to anybody. So they had to lock electrical doors as well to stop people from going in, run all the way round to the cafeteria where the emergency button is, and quickly kill Black just before they got to it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because you have to call an emergency meeting, don't you?
If you
but
catch
if you
someone
find
fainting. And technically Black could have reported the dead body, but I think they were too busy running away that they couldn't have
I
done
don't
it.
think he would have seen the dead body because he ran and then he killed
Yeah.
somebody. So yeah, that was interesting to watch, and I'm going, ooh.
Like
And I
absolute
and I
panic.
says to him, right, this is how sorry, Star. I said, God, they're moving really fast, aren't they?
I was like, they sped the video up.
I know, blonde moment. Oh, I was going, well, they're really good at it because they're going really fast compared to what I do on it, the game. And he went, they sped it up. So yeah, so that's a bit exciting. So I totally enjoyed that one.
Yeah, you wanted to talk about Norsemen, didn't you?
Yes.
We watched
Netflix. Thank you.
We watched.
I've already tweeted about this.
We watched a series called Norsemen. It's really good. It's kind of like Viking style. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's good old fashioned, bit of comedy.
It's
You know,
yeah,
and when
it's
they
like a
kill
mix of
each
serious
other,
and comedy.
when they kill each other, you know, it's so daft how they kill each other. It's quite funny. I like it. I do like it. It's good.
Definitely recommend it. And then
Yeah.
test
Anybody
to
who's got
Netflix to make more
Netflix.
because they've stopped making it.
Yeah, and then we need, because they didn't have enough viewers, but it's so funny. It is daft comedy stuff. A bit like Frasier, I suppose. If you like Frasier, if you like How I Met Your Mom. It's just loads in it. Friends, a bit of that. So yeah, I recommend everybody to watch it and then moan to Netflix to do another series of it. Because when it finished, didn't we? We came to season 3, the last ever episode, and then when normally it comes up, it goes next episode, but it didn't do it. It just
The
come up with
series
a
ended
credit,
'cause-
and I was like, and we
Oh,
well
we
actually no, we
finished it.
both did, didn't we? We were like, oh, it's ended.
So then I googled it to see if there's any info about a following season, and it said it was cancelled.
They are not. I'm disgusted. We need a bit. I'm sick to death of seeing realities. You want to watch reality? Watch us on YouTube. That's a better reality. But no, we need a bit of comedy back on TV, and all these political correct people go politically correct elsewhere. I'm being polite. For me.
I didn't understand what that had to do with it though.
Because comedy isn't the same because all the political correctness of people. Oh, you got to be political correct. You got to do this. You can't say that because you might offend somebody. Oh, yeah, I was talking to a friend the other day. So if I'm going to come out with something and somebody goes to me, you offended me. I'm going to say, oh, you offended me. Because you said I offended you, which then offends me. So you offended me more. And then I get in that loophole and that I drive them away. They go, oh, you're a nutter. Okay. Oops, yeah, thank you. I already know that. Tell me something I don't know.
Okay.
So anyway, that's Norman.
Speaking of shows, we've been enjoying a bit of Lucifer, haven't we?
Yes, I have. Season 5. We're on... What episode are we on now? We watched 3.
We're on to 5 now.
yes, I've got to be careful because I'm going to pretend to a friend that I'm watching with as well that I haven't seen them episodes, aren't I?
He doesn't watch the podcast, so it's okay. He won't
Oh, he
know.
doesn't. He won't.
No.
But I meant actually when we caught up watching the seasons with him, I say, by the way, I mentioned you on my podcast.
Almost
Episode
nobody we know
23.
watches us. I say almost.
The other one did the other week because I told him I mentioned his name in it, so he soon watched it. And he went, "Oh, you mentioned me at the end." I went, "Yes, Steve, I did."
I know Emily does because she's nice and supportive.
Yes, she is. I have give my son stick as well.
Which one?
Colin. I moaned at him when he come through the door last week, didn't I?
Oh yeah, for not watching.
I did. He's going to get another bit of earache as well. And then when he's here this weekend, he will be behind us, watching.
Waiting, commiserating, say it ain't so.
And then, so yeah, Steve got mentioned at the end. Oh, hello again, Marie. How are you? Hope you're right. Hope them pups are getting a little bit better. She got gained another 2 pups, but they're ever so poorly. They might come down with a sicky puppy bug.
Aww.
Yeah, so I think she's gotten one that's already a bit down because she's not active as she used to be when she's 10 years old. So that's that one. So yes, we're watching a bit of Lucifer, and then I will mention it to my mate who comes round watching TV with us on a Friday. It's something to do when all this lockdown stuff and you can't really go to the pub the same. So look, there's Blue behind.
Can't see him.
I know. You can that little black dot.
Yeah, his face is covered.
Right. So anyway, so I'll say to him, I mentioned you on podcast 23.
Yeah,
So
I've been
you have
losing
to
track
watch
of the
it.
numbers lately. I've got to start writing them down on the board.
So, yeah. Yep. When I do that, I sound like one of the seagulls from one of them kiddies cartoons. Yep.
You know,
So-
like those ones from Finding Nemo where it
Is
goes,
it Nemo?
Mine.
Mine. We get blank. Blanky blank. So, yeah, so we're watching a bit of Lucifer. I thought I wasn't going to enjoy one episode and I just laughed all the way through, didn't
We
I?
were a little sceptical of the noir episode because, like, shows just seem to need to keep doing a noir episode, don't they?
Especially in
And
America. They seem to do them and singing.
musicals.
Yeah.
And we're a little sceptical because we thought it'll pull you out of the engagement that it does. Like, we thought it was going to just do one of those, oh yeah, just have a random noir episode for the sake of it. And we thought, oh, this kind of pulls you out of, like, the story. It's supposed to feel like it's actually happening, not be aware of it being a false story. You're supposed to feel like it's a real thing. Even though it's about a guy who can come out that came out of hell and all that jazz. But, you know,
Did
you're
The
supposed
Office
to
do
feel.
it, though? American Office? Don't think they did,
I don't
though.
think they did a noir thing.
They did a musical, which was annoying.
They kind of did a musical. It was a bit like a...
See, in
intro
Scrubs
thing.
get away with it because they got somebody here singing and people, when they talk, and some people have suffered that when they've had a head injury.
I was kind of thinking Office kind of get away with it because they're aware of the cameras being there. They're more like it would have been The Office just coming together, like, oh yeah, let's just do this for a bit of fun with the camera crew.
Yeah. I'll let you have that one. Not often I'll let you have one.
So we're a little sceptical about the noir episode. We thought it was going to take us out, but because they did it in a style that Lucifer's telling a story, and it kind of linked to the
Situation, isn't it?
Yeah, the situation that's happening.
Situation, yes. So we don't want to ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
But then,
So
time
it
people
worked.
clock our podcast, they're most probably 3 years later, like Among Us.
Yeah.
We get them spotted. Suddenly out the blue. Hey, you never know, somebody in America might like us. Hey, have you seen this family? This mother and son. I'm going to say Minecraft then. Mindstorm Productions and his mother. She's a right English fruitcake, she is.
You can
Right.
enjoy the Brits having their British conversation about
Hey,
British
I
life.
had a debate with somebody and I turned around and said, turned around and accused me of drinking alcohol. It's an American person accused me of drinking alcohol on Twitter. I went, no, I'm British. I drink tea.
Teaholic.
No, I am British. I drink tea. So, Yeah, we made Sri Lanka very famous for our teas. Made them a rich country. A well-off country. Well, they're not, I suppose, really, in one hand. So, anyway, that's Norsemen. Maybe a bit of Lucifer, the dentist. What else I've got to pop up with before I start moaning about the world?
My new car.
Hey, have you noticed when you was talking about Among Us, I sat here quiet.
Did you?
Did you? Yeah,
Bloody
I
hell.
did. Did you not notice?
No, I'm not used to everything.
I'm a bit offended there, son. A bit offended. No.
Well, anyway.
Pleasure.
So, new car. I've treated myself to a new car recently.
Well, we had a bit of fun going to where Monday
Well,
was it? Oh,
Well, our first look
we went to look
was
outside London.
like on the edge of London, and this one place. I'm actually going to name it, called Infinity Motors. It's one place. Had a nice car there. It looked good. It was fairly decent condition. Say fairly decent. They had the exact car I was looking for. Good year as well. But when it came to sitting down discussing the pricing, we were getting ready to sort some costs. They were going to add a 3% charge on top for using a card.
And
they
my
said,
Visa
it's
card, yeah. They
free if
wanted
you-
me to pay the charges.
They're like, it's free if you do bank transfer, and it's like, well, you technically, I think especially since January 2018, businesses aren't supposed to
Put the
card charges onto the customers. Even the bank, after we mentioned it to them, the bank said they shouldn't really be doing
shouldn't
that.
do that neither.
So
yeah.
even though we drove 2 hours there, we decided no.
No, there'll be a reason why. I always
Like-
say that. There's a
Like-
reason
like-
why.
Hang on, so there's a little something for dealers. Look, just because we drove a long way doesn't mean we won't say no. Not that desperate.
No. And that's what I was saying one night a few weeks back on the podcast. People got to start saying no. And of course I was there with my son and they were thinking, oh, well, she's going to do it not to let her son down.
We just
Ooh, shush.
we just went home empty-handed. That was all. Oh no, well yeah, without the car. So
And some chocolates on the way.
oh yeah, we got some chocolates as a little cheer up thing.
Yeah.
And then we went into Peterborough for a little bit to have a look around. There were some fairly reasonable ones there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we found one in a place called Nelson.
Oh,
What was that?
on
Was that
Monday.
Monday? The Monday.
Oh.
Was it this Monday or last
Yeah.
Monday? This
no,
Monday.
Gone.
All right, so this Monday then, drove 2.5 hours to go up to this place called Nelson to look for a place called B Motors, and had a decent car, a younger car as well, with all the stuff I wanted and everything in the car. Went to go find the place, couldn't find it. Well, actually, first off, I should say before saying anything, I should say when I contacted the place on Auto Trader, so I contacted them. Said, hi, is this car still available? I'm interested, would like to have a look on this day. They said, yes, call me on this number. So I called the number straight away, instantly went to voicemail. But I'll give it 10 minutes, maybe they're in a call. Called it again 10 minutes later, straight to voicemail. So I gave it about an hour later, or a couple hours later, called again, straight to voicemail. So then we got up to Nelson to see if we can find it. Went outside this one place and they said that
They never heard of it.
they never heard of it.
It's on an industrial estate. That's where
yeah.
we had to go.
And
And they said they haven't heard of it. But if
But it
anything,
could be-
round there and
Yeah.
this, that and the other.
so we went around there
Oh.
to have a look. Still couldn't find it. So I tried calling the number again.
No, hold on. We spoke to somebody that side,
Oh yeah.
somebody else, and they didn't
They
hear
haven't
about
heard
it.
of it yet.
So then we phoned again.
So that's when we tried to phone and there was no answer.
You then messaged them.
I emailed them. Waited ages. I texted them as well on the number.
So they know.
Emailed them, and we're kind of hovering around for a little bit, and then we're kind of considering like, it's not really worth it now, is it?
No. Because I said if they can't answer the phone, then they are a dodgy company.
Eventually, they did call me, and then we're just like,
Well,
we've
yeah,
left.
when we're halfway going to the next town to go and get something to eat.
And it was just like
Then we had and then they phoned. So we then, when we arrived home, we looked back on their webpage. Every car they were selling had a different
their
area.
photos were taken in different locations.
So that's a tip. Look
where the images are taken.
As well. Do a Google map so you don't waste your time like I used to do.
We did Google Map and it just kept coming up with the same spot.
Yeah, so you can't find anything. And also, if they don't answer the phone, you know if they're avoiding the phone for a reason.
Yeah.
But also, we think that they could be selling the car on behalf of somebody as well.
Well, we're taking a look at the reviews, and so it had 2 good reviews and 2 bad. The 2 good kind of looked a bit fakeish anyway by the looks of it. And the 2 bad were one saying that they put a deposit in for the car and they never happened. And the other one was saying that the car that sold them was a bit faulty. And they didn't like the bad reviews. They commented with some attitude.
Nobody likes bad reviews, so we wouldn't like bad reviews.
But like they commented with some attitude towards the people, like get your facts straight, etc., etc. It's like,
well, if we get bad reviews, I'll go, oh well, it's tomorrow's fish and chip paper. Who cares? I'm so dippy.
When I had some bad reviews on my website, I put a questionnaire out to try and find out what I can do to improve it. Had 2 responses, not very helpful.
Yeah, but we know where they're from, weren't we? Yes. And when we did our little TV programme, we had your dad writing about
it wasn't,
about
by the
us.
way, I hadn't heard it before because you just kind of made things sound a bit scary. They were anonymous, it's just that I was kind
You
of...
broke up from somebody.
No, it wasn't them.
Oh.
No, it was
Okay.
actually, it was someone else. It's just that the way they were talking to me, sounded a lot familiar, like, because like, we're having a chat, and it sounded a lot familiar, very similar to the one of the reviews I had, and I thought, okay, I kind of know who that is. So
It's not the end of the world, though, is it?
nah.
Got to find good things
Yeah.
there.
The questionnaire response weren't very helpful though. They didn't really, it didn't really.
So
work
anyway, back
out,
to the
so-
car. So we did that, so we realised there's a tip. Make sure if you ever go for second-hand cars, make sure they're local in the area. So then we found one slightly out of budget.
Callum found one. Yeah, it was a bit above budget.
And you got yourself a nice little loan for it.
Yeah, so now, yeah.
Without my help at all. Without using my Visa card. So that's good. Had nothing to do with me. One little bit, except for looking at the car. And then...
Yeah, we all looked at
and
the
then
car
we had a
together,
slight
didn't we?
hiccup, didn't you? Because you thought the camera wasn't out. Sorry, I'm about to sneeze, I think. Corona.
Yeah, like after getting the car home, a day later, the reverse camera looked like was starting to fizz out. It's getting all shaky, rattly, off colour, and it was like, So I phoned the dealership up. I explained the situation, and they instantly went to, oh, but it's not covered by the warranty. It was we tested it; it was working fine before leaving. So
Yeah, but you've sorted that problem out, haven't you?
we've kind of but still, like it's the principle of like how they responded.
Yeah, it'd
They
be nice to
instantly
turn
wanted to
around
get out
and
of it.
say, we'll bring it up and we'll have a quick little look at it for you.
Especially when I'm dealing with a contractor trying to keep it maintained, and they don't want to know anymore.
But that's the business today. They don't. If it was me, I would have gone, well, let's have a look. And what happened?
Yeah, they've
though?
got my money now. They
What
don't
happened
care.
though? My friend popped by, had a look, disconnected.
Yeah, well, it's not like I didn't know that. Like, basically, one of the things I wanted to do was have open the back out and disconnect the cable, reconnect it, and try again. So far, it seems
He
to be
did
working
it, and it
fine.
seemed all right, didn't it? It's like, you know, when you ever got that dodgy moment with the computer to switch on, switch off.
Yeah, sometimes
I
it's
had a
just
meeting the
doing
other
that.
day and I couldn't get up on Zoom, you know, and I didn't have the time to click back out the meeting to come back into the meeting because the meeting
That's
was
not
going
started.
ahead. Yeah, so otherwise I would have jumped out the meeting, clicked back into the meeting, but so I had the whole meeting without my camera. And for a change, I wasn't eating normally when I'm doing a meeting. I'm like, I'm like this, having me tea. So all you can see on the camera is this bit. So I'm like that, but I'm having me tea.
Yeah, you can get a little attachment thing with a slider. You can open and close the camera if you slide it. So if you're ever in your meetings, just close it for a bit, have a few bites, open it up again.
Yeah, but and then they go, "What do you think, Angela?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Keep me out of it. I think they must have had a quiet discussion. Angela's there, too quiet. She doesn't say anything. Yeah, because I'm scoffing my face. I'm having me tea. I did a meeting the other day, didn't I? We were both shocked because we were like, "That's it, the meeting's over." I was like, "Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's the quickest meeting I've seen you have.
Bye, everybody. Speak to you soon." Clicked off. And then, because this one started cooking our food, and he goes, "Oh, yeah, we're over a little bit." He says, "Have your meeting ended?" I went, "Yeah." He went, "Really?" I went, "I know, I'm surprised as well." Anyway,
That's all the time we got.
I know, talked your ear off. Actually, I've been pretty good. I have let you talk without interrupting you for a change.
A little bit. You'll watch this back later, you'll realise how you've been interrupting again. Like,
I'm always interrupting you. It's my job to interrupt you. I have to interrupt you. See? No?
Anyway, it's time that we end the podcast.
Yes.
So.
And I'm going to my aggravating because we're going to make some pizzas. I've got these little mini naan breads and...
Oh, we're actually making the pizzas. Oh,
well, not actually the dough. We've just got... I've got these tiny little naan
I didn't realise we were doing that.
And then a little bit of cheese. And then a bit of pepperoni that I've got in the fridge. No, because pepperoni needs to go.
Okay. Well, anyway, time to end the podcast.
And see you next week with any luck.
Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at @the_Mindstorm for me and at Auntie Ange Game for this one. And check out the website mindstorm-productions.org and also support us on patreon.com/Mindstorm Productions. All the links are down here. So, yeah. Alrighty. Thanks
See you later.
for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.